Hey guys, it's Trish from Trish's Card Club, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hi everybody, happy Monday night. It is Monday, it feels like Sunday. The holidays messed me up, but it was great to have a day off. And I hope that you who are listening have had a chance to celebrate by having off today, and it was a good day. I am my standard, can't look at the screen because if I do, I look weird on the camera to see if anybody's out there, but I'm hoping my fingers crossed. I'm going to just double check because I always get a little paranoid lately with the way. Um, um, oh, Nancy's out there. Thank you, Nancy, for saying hi. With the way that Facebook has been working, it's been a little bit crazy. So, oh, good. Hey, Mary. Thank you. Hey, Marcia. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. All right. Okay. So I have people out there, so that's good. I don't have to worry. I don't have a lot of announcements. Probably the most important and exciting announcement is that Stampin' Up's Holiday Mini Catalog starts September 6th. So hopefully you have one. If you don't, message me. I'll gladly send you one. Except I did that and messed up on someone else's, but I'll try to remember to get one out in the mail to you or ask your local demonstrator. And I will, if you don't have one, I'll gladly get that out in the mail for you. But there's some beautiful items in the mini catalog. There's Christmas and fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and there is one thing in there I think for Valentine's. So there's a good variety and some beautiful new stamp sets and some beautiful new paper. So there's also going to be some online exclusive paper that's going to start. Stampin' Up! Had planned a year ago to do a second celebration, and we didn't have it. So they have this designer series paper that's going to be available. It's an online exclusive. So if you are looking for that, you would go to trishen@stampinup.net. My sign is over on the other side of the room, and go to shop, and then just look for all items or online exclusives. It's in there, so you can shop that way as well. So I am using up a little bit of time because a few people have shared with me that it takes a little bit of time for my feed to come live in their video. So I want everyone to be able to see the start of the card when we all do. So let me check one more time to see if anybody else has joined us, and then we can get started. Hey, Miss Vicky, thanks for joining. Oh, thank you. Vicky, the cabinets are from IKEA. Yeah, they are. They are a wonderful, wonderful gift to have in my stamp room because they store. So there's glass tops, and then there's wooden doors on the bottom. So they're really great. So I'm very, very grateful for them. Hey, Huckles, good to see you, Miss Karen. Thanks for joining. Hey, Carrie. Wow. All right. Well, the whole gang is here, so this is fantastic. So I am going to go ahead and turn down the card, get all the videos set up so that you guys can see what we're going to be making tonight. This is a card that was inspired by Kerry McDowell. I'm not sure how to say your name. I have it listed in my thing. I'm horrible with phonics. Yeah, I flunked phonics. So I'm going to put you guys down and we're going to get started. So close your eyes if you don't want to get too dizzy because this gets a little bit wonky to go down. And then I'm going to spin it around so it's not, oops, sorry, so it's not backwards. Let's get that angled right. A little higher. Okay, and then I'm going to turn my lights up in hopes that we don't have a blue screen tonight. So we'll see how that'll all work out. The never-ending challenge of lighting. Okay, so you should see some designer series paper and some cardstock. The designer series paper is from Let's Go Fishing, DSP. And so there's two pieces of that, and I'll explain why I have two of everything. And then there is some one layer card fronts in Mossy Meadow, and then my card base, which is the standard card base, is in Misty Moonlight. Okay, so we're going to start by just talking about measurements to hopefully make things kind of easy. I'm going to try to go slow and not be nervous about measurements. So the DSP is cut 5 inches this way by 3 3/4 this way. And there's two pieces the exact same size. It's just when I followed Carrie's example, it's just showing you how to make, because you can cut two pieces of DSP real easy through our cutter. It's just showing you how to make two cards very quickly. Do you have to have two? No. If you just have one, it's going to work. You'll see. So that's not going to be a problem. So again, the DSP is cut 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then your first layer, which is a standard layer on a standard US card, if you're listening from somewhere else other than the US, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So picture this as your first layer. That's your second layer. You get 1/4 inch on all 4 sides. So that's just the math of making a card. So if that's the case, then our base, when it's folded in half, is going to be 4 1/2 by 5 1/2. Okay, so it's 11 by 8 1/2 cut in half, and that's what you get. So that's the card measurements. So standard card base, first standard layer, second standard layer. Okay, when you make your layers, since it's 1/4 inch, you get these little pieces, and you're going to keep those for this card when you're cutting. That's where these little pieces came from when I made my layers, because this would be 5 1/2, and I cut it down to 5 1/4. Does that make sense? So this is 1/4 inch. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So for this, what you're going to do is you're going to take your 2 pieces of card, Designer Series paper, and you're going to put it, you're going to take your cutter, and you're just going to snip off. There's no measurement to this, you guys. It's just, you're just snipping off a corner. Okay, so don't panic. You're just going to cut off let me get the cutting blade, and you're just going to cut off a corner. And you'll understand why it doesn't really matter how big or how little you make your corner. So you're going to get, your 2 pieces are going to be like this, and then you'll have 2 corners. See that? Okay, so what you'll do, again, you can do this with 1 card, but we're just using 2. We're going to set aside this one for right now, and we're going to take this card base, and we're going to flip it over, and we're going to get our design to look like that. Okay, so let me glue together so you can see how we're going to put that actually together. First, we're going to adhere the first layer to our card base, and I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm going to really crease my card base so it lays nice and flat. Here's my card base, and then I'm going to take this. Am I going to glue that on there? No, I'm not going to glue that on there. I'm going to make it easier for myself. Hold on to that thought. I'm going to take this. Okay. I have practiced. I'm trying not to panic. Okay. Let me take my, it's not Teflon, you guys. All right, help me out here. What is this, people? I am losing it. My rubber thing that the glue doesn't stick to. Hey, Patty, thanks for joining. Oh, sorry, Huckles. It must be I think it's your internet, because so far I haven't frozen. Thanks, Marcia, for sharing. Hey, Linda Heller. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to take a little bit of glue, and I'm going to just put it on here. Now, don't worry if this does not match exactly, because you're going to be, you're going to be covering it up. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. You just want to make sure that you can get it, let me get it straight. Let me work on getting it straight. Oh, nope. Let me try this way. Let me do it from here. Okay. Now, you see how there's that little gap right? Oops, can you see it, you guys? Okay, see how there's don't worry about that gap. Because you're going to flip this over, and the reason you don't care about that gap is you're going to take that 1/4 inch piece of cardstock that you cut off or might be a little more than 1/4 inch, but you're going to put that over here to cover it like that, so you don't even see what I mean? You don't even see that little gap. What you just want to make sure is that your card comes straight down. Mine's still a little crooked, so let me see if I can just get it a little teeny bit straighter. Hold on 1 second. There I go. Okay, now it's straight. It was a little bit off, but now it's nice and straight. It makes a nice straight corner. Then flip it over. See, it's all messy on that side, but nobody sees that side, so we don't care. We're going to trim off this edge and then this edge. And then now we're going to put the layer on. So we'll go ahead and put glue on our 4 sides, or however many sides you put it on. Lots of people use what we call green glue, which is white, but it's in a green container. Lots of people use that for their cards too. I am still a mono girl. I haven't jumped ship to the green glue yet, although I know a lot of people have. And then we're going to put this layer on the card. And again, you'll see what I'm doing in just a second, why we use 2 sheets. Okay, I think I'm staying on camera pretty good tonight. We don't need the mouse in the middle. We'll put those on later. So that's the first card. And now we're going to we'll leave that to the side. We're going to take this card, we're going to flip that over, and we're going to put this piece on it like that. Now, so this is how Kerry does it. Like that. I didn't love that because this is not a very exciting pattern. So I repeated this same exact technique on this side because I wanted to have more of the lures, fishing lures. Does that make sense? I think that's what they're called. So that's why I didn't do it. But if you have a pattern that's very pretty on both sides, this is a little bit boring for me, but you would have it so you'd have one card that went like this, and you'd have one card that went like that. That was the goal of how Kerry did it, which I loved what she did. And the pattern she used was the countryside. What was it called? It's called Countryside Inn, and that's beautiful, the beautiful blue paper, so that looks really pretty on both sides. I'll show you what it is. It's this paper, and then it has a really pretty blue pattern on the other side, so that looked really, really good. But for this card, not so much, and I needed guy cards, so I decided that I wasn't going to follow her pattern exactly, but I wanted you guys to see the concept of why she had you take 2 pieces of DSP and just trim the corner off. And as I said, don't worry about it being perfectly lined up because this little piece right here gives all the grace that you need. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again like I did before. I'm actually going to do this, put this so it's nice and straight along the edge like this, and it has to go up a little bit, and not to worry. You just want to make sure that it's along the edge straight here, and then you can have it along the edge down here, and see how you're going to have a little bit. Then just going to put this. Did I do what I didn't want to do? Yeah. Okay. Phew. I thought I really messed up there, but I didn't. Okay. And then I'm going to put this to cover it like that. And I'll snip this off. Do you guys remember what I said to do if you get too much glue on your scissors? Just take an alcohol wipe and just wipe them off, or a little rubbing alcohol, and just wipe them off. It'll come right off and it'll make your scissors not be sticky. Okay, and then go back to gluing it down. Now, if there's a trick on how to line them up so that they line up perfect without having that little space, I didn't see that in Kerry's sample. So if you have a better way, or if you figure out a better way and you want to tell me, I am all ears and appreciative of it. But it doesn't really matter because it doesn't show. You get that same look. And then now we will do this to add it to the, add it out of mono. And I had another one. What did I do with it? One moment, I have to go back over here and get some mono. I don't have a full one, so I will put one together while I'm chatting. What I was going to say was that I did this just from a picture, not from a video. When I saw her cards, I thought they were so pretty, and she gave the measurements, and I thought, I can figure it out. And sometimes that's the funnest part of creating, is just trying to figure out how you want the cards to be made. So don't panic if you see a picture and you don't have a video. You can figure it out. I have full faith and confidence in you that you can figure it out. Okay, if I was talking about something else, I've already lost my train of thought, so let's just be honest here. Okay, and we'll put that down there. And then now you have the 2 cards. Pretty, huh? And that's a really cool technique. And I loved how she reversed them. If I had a little bit prettier card, DSP, I would have done that. It's just that I needed guy cards, and this is sort of a 2 birds with 1 stone. Trying to get some cards done for a video, and also get some cards done for the month of September for birthday cards. For guys that I don't even know if they fish, so that's a whole nother story. So then I took the stylish shape dies and I cut out some labels, and I'm going to put those right here. And I am going to take you guys down a trip down memory lane. I still use my wood stamps that are from eons ago. And back in the day, Stampin' Up! Used to label the year that the stamps were made. And this stamp comes from 2000. Oh, this isn't marked. Oh, darn. Okay, well, the other one that was in this box is marked from 2002. Yeah, they used to put the date right at the bottom. Some of you guys who are demonstrators, you'll probably recognize that stamp. But they last forever, even if they are all yicky. They stamp and they last forever. So I don't get rid of my Word wood stamps because someday I will, but I'm not ready yet. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up and hope that I get it on this little piece of Misty Moonlight blue paper. Let's see if I can nail it on the first try. I'm gonna create a little shadow because I gotta kind of go over. I'll try to stay on camera, but I'm gonna, let's see. Oh, kind of nailed it. I'm a little bit low, but it will work. So that's that one. And I just have the Designer Series paper this. I don't have the stamps and the ink. I don't have the stamps and the dies. I just have this. So I'm going to do that. Now, that looked a little plain to me, so I'm going to go to the embellishments, my embellishment stash, and see what I have that I could put on that will bring a little bit of depth to that, just to give it a little something something. I've got the black. I could do the black. That would look good. That probably is going to be the best thing to do. Let me see if I have anything else that's more manly, since this is my manly card. See, you guys, I have a lot of black flat dots. I love these things, and I'm going to buy a lot, and if Stampin' Up! Stops selling them, I'm going to still use them because I love them for guy cards. I use them all the time. I think that's probably going to be, I was looking to see if I had anything in the greens, but I don't really have anything that's going to go with what's on there. So I think that's what we're going to do. I do have black brads. Do you know that we still sell these, you guys? Yeah, I have a lot of them. I have the black square brads. I wonder how that would look on there. That might look good. 2 brads. I think I'll do 2 brads. Now I have to find my... How is this for creating on the fly? That is not kind of what I was thinking I would be doing tonight. I thought I had my card done, but this is okay. You guys are winging it with me. I won't take too much longer because I don't want to hog up your time. Plus, there's a football game on tonight. Not even sure who's playing, but I know there's a game on. So I'm just using a single hole punch, an old hole punch, hoping that I kind of get it close to being in the same spot. Putting the brad down there. Now, I say these are current. You guys, I did not look in the catalog to see if these were current. I'm going to shape them, I'm going to put them in the shape of a diamond when I put them down. And fold over the brads. Oh, so many memories with brads. Son, do you remember back in the day when we had brads and eyelets? Who remembers doing eyelets? Yeah, that was a noisy little accessory with the eyelets. Pounding. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Yeah, that just gives it a little bit more. And I'm going to put that on with some dimensionals. And all I have left in my stash are just the outlines. So never throw these out because these are perfect for using for your cards. Never throw out those. I'm saying that because Kerry once confessed that she threw them out. So don't ever do that. Use them up. Okay, let me put this here. I hope it's not sticking out. Nope. Okay, I'll take the tops off. I'm not going to bother to do the other one. Once you get the concept, you'll know what I'm doing. Just going to show you one. Here we go. And that is the card. Wishing you the happiest birthday yet. So that will be a great guy card. And I'll finish the other one. I will show you the ones I made prior to my video. These are just a little bit different in terms of the colors of the Designer Series paper, and I use different stamp sets. This stamp set was the one that was, this stamp was the one that was from 2002, this word celebrate. So I thought that looked good. And then this picked up the colors in here, so I just used a different cardstock color for that. And that's it. These are the cards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little technique. Kerry McDonough. No, McDuggan, maybe McDuggan. I think maybe that's how you say your name. But it's on my title when I publish it. You'll see it. So if you want to research her, but that's that. So I think I've said hi to everyone. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody because I always feel guilty if I don't say hi to people, and I hate missing them because I really appreciate. Hey, Vicky, thank you. Thank you again. All right, I think I've got everybody. It's a Clemson Duke game. Oh, you don't get to see it. That's right, Nancy. You guys, it's blocked. I'm very sorry for you guys for having to deal with that. It's just, it must be so frustrating, especially right at the beginning of college football. Silicone mat. Thank you, Patty. This is why I need you guys in my life because I can't find things. This is a silicone mat. That's what I used. This is an essential tool for a stamper. If you don't have one, you need to get one. You saw how I used it, so it only gets the glue on the paper, not all over everything, so it's essential. Miss Judy, thank you for joining. Good to see you. I was getting a little bit worried. Thanks you guys for all telling me that it's a silicone mat. I thought I wrote everything down, but I missed that one. All right, I hope you guys have a really good night. And just a little quick announcement, there will be no Zoom this month because as most of you know, I will be in Orlando at our Chicks Chocolate, let's see, I never can remember it. It's called Crafts, Chicks, and Chocolate event. And I am very excited for that event. Karen and I have been working really hard to make it be a good experience for everybody that's coming. And we're super excited and we hope that we can say it's our annual. That's what we like to call it. We don't know if we'll always have chicks, but we may call it that anyway because that's what we are. So you guys have a great night. I miss you. I love you. And I hope that you around here remember that we make it and we mail it. So get your cards in the mail and bless somebody this week. A birthday card thinking of you. Just no reason at all. Send a card. So that's what it's all about. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye now.